We in this bitch, bro. Fuck it. All right. What's
they have
poppin'?
that dude that I want.
What's popping, people? Hey, yo, Charlemagne, we live. What's good, man? What's up, last man? How was your fucking nap, bro? How'd you sleep last night?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
That's all I really got to say about it.
Okay. Respect it.
Oh, dude, my game crashed.
Did it? Rip.
Yeah.
What game are you even playing?
Arena of Valor.
Oh, do you actually like it?
It's alright.
That wasn't very selling.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is, though. Like, it is alright. Like, it's MOBA enough, you know?
Yeah, I don't feel like it's bad, but I don't feel like it's anything special.
Yeah. It's decent. It's definitely decent. It's a hard decent, man. It's one of those numbers, you know? Very average.
Yeah.
It's the
I think the
average.
control scheme
Oh, did you come back?
is... Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right, but, so... Have you any of you guys seen this Bowsette shit? The
I heard about it. I haven't seen anything
You haven't?
about it.
I've seen that here and there.
Oh, already?
Right out the gate, you gotta come fresh out the gate with it, man. How you feeling, man? You fuck with Bowsette, Just-O-Matic?
I mean, why not? You know, I feel like Bowser deserves somebody in his life. You know, he's been trying to kidnap Peach for so long, and why not just give him his own bitch? You know.
True.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, I like it. I like the art that comes with it, man. I'm not, you know, I'm a fan of art, so like anything that inspires people to draw, I'm cool with that shit. I like it. I think it's cool.
I also kind of feel like she's too humanoid, though. Like, it's kind of weird.
I mean,
That's what Bowser like.
6? I can see that, but I think it's fine. I think
I'm like lagging
people having
hard.
Do you think Nintendo has to acknowledge it?
I think they should. I think they should at least say, like, we appreciate this shit. Like, they should at least say something about it.
No, this is Nintendo we're talking about.
Yeah, Nintendo is like a fucking machine.
They ignore everything going on in America.
Yeah, they don't care.
America don't even exist to them.
Pretty much, in a way. But I'm cool with it. I mean, I don't know. I ain't really got shit else to say about that shit. Other than, like, I would hope if they do acknowledge it, they do, like, put it in the game or something. Even if it's, like, a cameo. But that's pretty much it.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it, too. It would be cool, though. Like, to have a community spread, like, meme get in a game. That'd be pretty intense. It's like
Facts, put her in Smash. Put Waluigi in Smash too.
Yeah. I mean, they already got a bunch of goofy characters in like Mario Party now. Like, you could play as a fucking Goomba in Mario Party. Like, why though? Whoever played any Mario game and was like, man, I want to be a Goomba. Like, how do those little guys feel, man? Like, I want to be. Who identifies with the Goomba, dog? Like,
people who've been stomped on their whole life.
Yeah, like.
Exactly. It's all about representation. All right.
I guess, man.
Right. So add Waluigi to Smash, and we'll be good to go.
We're not touching that one. We're not.
Like, what will he be like his own character? Like, who will he even be? A clone of Luigi? No. We don't need that.
He could be his own character. Give him a tennis racket as his jab. It's an infinite jab. Hits you with a tennis racket. His smash attack, forward smash, tennis racket.
Peach already has a tennis racket though.
His down smash, like Wario's, he rides in his Mario Kart. And then up smash, give him something like Mario.
Just Just listening to this move list right now makes me even more happy.
That's why I was like, none of that sound appealing. Sorry.
No, I'm saying, but there has been like I think ball mods where they kind of put it in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know what the game is called, but
I'll be back, sis. Be careful.
GG, I got you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But besides that, like, have you seen like any Mario Party gameplay? Does it make you
nope.
play it?
Not buying it.
No. What about you?
Not no Steam at least.
I mean, I feel like it would be a nice casual game to play. You know, like when casual friends come over.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Am I gonna sit down and play it in my free time online? Probably not. But
yeah, I agree. I'll probably grab it eventually, but
I would get it like right away if they had online, but they don't.
Yeah, true.
You got someone in our jungle, back behind us.
I got you. I see him. What's the name? Yeah, I'll probably play it online or whatever. If like we all had it or whatever, I'll probably play it a little bit. But did you?
I can't help, homie.
Did you see? Damn. Did you see that the shit with crossplay, Just-O-Matic? How like Sony said like they opened up the crossplay for Fortnite? Did you see that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't play Fortnite, so that shit don't affect me.
But do you think it's a good thing though? You think it'll happen with other games now?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like a bridge to the possibility. But at the same time, I don't think it will ever be 100% crossplay because that defeats the purpose of having two different consoles.
Not necessarily, because they could sell people on the exclusives they have. If you want to play The Last of Us, you got to get a PlayStation.
I mean, PlayStation always has the better exclusives anyway.
Exactly. So they already have a selling point.
Better exclusives.
Exactly. So they really have no other. They have no reason not to do it. Like if they already have a selling point. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't need like it doesn't matter if the third party games are crossplay. I feel like, and I feel like I don't even see this is my thing about it, right? I feel like games that die, like Battleborn and shit like that, would benefit from crossplay. Games like that have low player counts, it would help that shit because
you don't have a tower up there and you're low.
Yeah, I remember somebody replied to that by saying like nothing would have saved Battleborn, but I don't know about that. Battleborn is better than Overwatch. Always has been.
It might not have saved Battleborn, but it would have survived a little bit longer than it did. On PC, you couldn't get a game. It was like 6 months after the game came out, and you couldn't find a match. Like, that's
it was killed by an inferior game, sadly.
I mean, regardless if the game is good or not, even despite that, like, you can't really argue that it would. Of course, it might not have saved it, but it still would have lived longer than it did. I was trying to play that shit. So whatever the fuck you talking about, I was trying to actually play that shit. So I wouldn't give a fuck if the next person I was shooting at was on Xbox or not. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That
crossplay needs to happen, and a lot of PC games die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of PC games die because the servers are just dead. Like, PC gamers play the shit they play, bro. They play League, they play CS:GO. That shit will never die. But like, when it comes to like certain other shit, they don't.
Street Fighter 5 is still alive on PC because of crossplay.
Exactly.
So they just need to make it happen on a lot of games.
And plus, my thing about it is too, like, the cross saves thing. Like, if I could take my saves from platform to platform, that would be fucking fire. That's what I really want. Like if I didn't have to grind again in Dark Souls 3 and I could just play it on PS4 with people that got the game, then that would be fire to me. Like, why not? Who the fuck is arguing against that? Like, I don't see it.
Hey, Andres. Like, I can understand why Sony wouldn't want to do it, but I don't really agree with them. So It's kind of like, all right, Microsoft didn't want to do it last generation, so you're not trying to do it this generation just to be petty. I get that, 100% get that, but I mean, nobody's really benefiting from that except for Sony. So,
Right.
and I'm not really
Fucked up.
the type of person that really care about Sony like that to be like, all right, keep going. Now I want them to stop and just go ahead, cave in, start being petty, and then we all win.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm for it. I'm all for it. Fuck it. Like, I don't like Fortnite, and of course not. We all know, fuck Epic, hashtag fuck Epic, all that shit. But this is a good thing to me, in my opinion. I understand the people that say like, oh, you don't even play Fortnite. Yes, it's not about Fortnite though. Like, this could happen for other games. Speaking of, Bethesda came out and said that they're not doing crossplay with Fallout 76, even though they was talking all that shit about Sony like not allowing it, saying like, oh, we would do it, but they won't. And then now this happened, so I don't know, man. They out here, they looking crazy, man. What you think? Do you think that they wanted to crossplay for real, or they never planned it all along and they just was trying to blame somebody else?
I don't know anything about Fallout 76. To be
Yeah, I was like, I
honest.
don't know anything
What
about
type of
that.
game is it?
It's supposed to be like a kind of like Elder Scrolls Online.
But Fallout,
Yeah, but Fallout.
I don't. Would that be successful? Do you think?
Fuck no. I mean, you already know how I feel. Fuck Fallout. That shit trash anyway, but I don't think so. People don't even like Elder Scrolls Online, though.
Okay, that's three. That's three. That's three.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I was going too far by saying Elder Scrolls is trash. Fallout is
I'm just-
trash. But we ain't even want to go there.
Look, we're not doing that today. But I don't think it would be successful.
I think Fallout has a good enough fan base to where if they executed it right, they could be
Yeah,
successful.
the fan
Who
base will
knows
definitely
if they
fuck with it,
will?
for sure.
Because they didn't execute Fallout. The last Fallout game pretty good, from what I hear.
Yeah, for sure.
Stiff, why'd you have to do me like that, man? Make me join
Yo.
chat just to say something.
Yo, game
You gotta talk
changer.
about Fallout, and I'm not even here. I can't even
He pulled
defend
up.
it. I
Yo,
can't
he
even
pulled
defend
up.
my shit. You
Oh,
would've-
shit. All right, go
We're
ahead. Go
talking
ahead.
about Fallout 76.
Oh man, we got 76 coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That's just gonna be fire. It's got like 6-person online multiplayer,
Mm-hmm.
all random players. The map has been made fucking mungus, way too big. It's got like 6 different sections, I think. It's pretty crazy. But yeah,
Okay.
it should make up for Fallout 4, definitely.
You think so?
Okay.
Yeah.
How you feel about the crossplay thing? Do you care at all, or no?
Crossplay for the PS and the.
Yeah, they said they're not gonna do it now. Even
I
though
mean,
they said they would before. They said they wanted to. They claimed they wanted to, but Sony wasn't playing ball with the crossplay thing. And then Sony turned on the crossplay for Fortnite, and now they don't want to do it.
ever.
Well, who knows? I mean, who knows ever? They just
I mean, I don't really care much about Fortnite. Like
no. I'm
that.
saying,
I
like,
seen the argument,
I'm
but
saying the Fallout developers came out and said that they're not doing crossplay now.
oh, they're not doing crossplay now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it would limit. Like, I got friends and stuff that play PlayStation but don't have computers. Like, I feel it's a little selfish for them to make a decision like that without, even like saying anything about it beforehand. Like, they might do it to give the community time to prepare for it, I guess, because they're probably. They might lose customers. Who knows?
Regardless, you're excited for the game, though.
Yep.
Yeah,
Facts.
facts.
Still got a
Resident
pre-order though, but I'm going to buy the fucking $100 one. It comes out. Fuck. I'm a casual. I don't even know. I can't remember that type of shit.
I don't blame you. Nobody's looking for a Fallout release date. I'm sorry. So you play Spider-Man, Blacksmith, right? And Fred too, right? We didn't get to talk
Yep.
about that yet. So
All right, so my opinions on Spider-Man is that it's a good game, but after giving it a try, I don't feel like it's a game I want to buy for $60. I'm gonna just go ahead and wait till I see that $25 PSN sale, probably about a year from now, and then get it. But the main reason I was really excited for the game was for the web swinging, but I already did that. You know, went over to my friend's house. I had fun with it
I
for a
did
while.
that.
Now I can kind of
You'll be right back.
be okay with waiting at this point. Not that it's a bad game. Well, I don't feel like it's like it's. I don't feel like it's God of War level. That's my first impressions though. So I have to beat the game.
I think the gameplay is just as satisfying. I think where God of War pulls away is the storytelling.
Yeah, I didn't really get in too much of the combat. I did a little bit of it. It seemed like it was pretty fun, pretty fluid, but I didn't learn how to do everything else. So.
Yeah, the combat gets real good later on as you unlock more abilities and stuff like that.
Okay. It looks good to me. I want to try it, but I feel kind of like Blacksmith. Like I want to get it when it's cheap. Fuck it, because it might be it's a game that I'll probably play once, maybe twice.
Right, think about it. God of War was on sale for like $32 only about 5 months later. So yeah, 5 months from now we can get it half price. I think that's the move.
Just-O-Matic, you got a PS4? You want to play Spider-Man or what?
Like I borrowed it. Like if I borrowed it from a friend or something, like I'm not gonna pay $60 for it.
Yeah, I see. You've been playing Persona 5.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I like it. It's picking up. It was a slow start, you know.
Yeah, Persona 5 feels like an anime for the story.
JRPG? Hello?
Yeah, I know, but like the story is like seems like something I would watch. I need to get back into it.
It's a cool concept.
Cause I was liking the story when I was playing it.
Yeah. Fred, did you ever play it?
Play what?
Persona 5.
Nah, I had one of my coworkers picked it up and he played the shit out of it until he got stuck somewhere and never went back to it. But he said he really enjoyed it. I just don't have any first-hand knowledge.
I feel his pain. That's where I am.
Yeah, he's the one I loaned Xenoblade Chronicles to.
Oh, he about to get stuck. Tell him to grind. Otherwise, he gonna get stuck again. Calling it now. Oh my god. Anyway, that shit is fucking JRPGs, man. Shit's annoying. But Just-O-Matic, I had a question for you.
Go for it.
Speaking of, we was talking about like crossplay earlier with the Fortnite shit, and I seen a bunch of people like, it's a couple rappers like Chance the Rapper upset at like Fortnite for putting some like dances in the game like the Millie Rock and shit like that, and not crediting people for it. And it's a bunch of you know how Black Twitter is. You know how niggas are, all right? We're not finna act like everybody turn into fucking Malcolm X whenever it's fuck white people. You know what I'm saying? So they all in a huff and they coming at Epic, and I'm team fuck Epic, but I definitely don't agree with them on like. I mean, maybe they should give them credit, but I don't think it's that big of a fucking deal.
But do you think if that's the case, then like anytime someone does any dance, any video or movie, like you have to credit someone. I don't feel like that's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how many games is the worm in? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a.
My thing about this is like, who even made most of these dances? Like, a lot of people don't even know.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these dances just caught on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
and like.
I feel like. You know what it is? It's okay. You know how those dances got put in the game, right? Somebody at Epic went to the animators and said, "Hey, we need fucking emotes," make some dances for this game. That person got on the internet, Googled popular dances, and mocap those fucking dances into the game.
It's like they put the electric slide in, and they're like, "Oh, we need to credit the originator of the electric slide." Like,
yeah, like they didn't think that deep into it. They just like found some popular dances and put them in the game. I don't think they was like. Obviously, it's always a bunch of people that try to spin this like, "Oh, they stealing from the culture, man. They like robbing the culture of its fucking essence," and like, you know, that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people like to say that shit, and I feel like, yeah, like. They are
not really. People in the culture play the game. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, and it's like they were influenced by the culture. Like everybody gets influenced by a bunch of different shit. You know what I'm saying? We all get influenced by like other artists and other shit. Like, and plus it's just a fucking dance, bro. It's an emote in a game. It doesn't matter. Like it's not like they plagiarized like some work you made or something. It's a dance. It's not that like. I don't think it's that deep.
Yeah, it's not like they put your song in the game and credit you on it or pay you royalties for it. Like,
yeah, I think that's what it is. It's about money. Like they want royalties and shit and recognition.
No.
I seen some people making the argument that like these kids see like when they see the dances, they think they came from Fortnite, and like they think that's a problem. Like a lot of kids are fucking retards. They don't know anything anyway. Like. Why does it matter if they know where a fucking dance came from, bro? How is that relevant, like, at all? Like, they don't know a lot of shit, I feel like. So it's like, who fucking cares? But I don't know, you know. Some people make a big deal out of it. I think it's dumb. But I can see why, like, people that could monetize it would be upset.
True.
But I don't know. I don't care. How y'all feel about the Fortnite dances? You cool? Like, should they be credited or what? Or like compensated?
No, stupid.
That shit don't bother me. But at the same time, I'm not an artist. Like
Fortnite came up off stealing, so I mean, it is what it is, man. Let them niggas steal.
Yeah.
So I see.
Play to win.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how PUBG is trying to sue them for stealing their formula. It's like, you're not really going to get too far with that. It's like, we might as well go out and sue every little nigga that's doing your dance on YouTube, too, for not crediting where it came from.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, what about everybody else? You only really doing it because Fortnite is popular. Like, yeah. And like,
yeah, he's not really mad about it. He's mad he's not getting paid for it.
Yeah, pretty much. And I can understand that, like, from an artist perspective. If I'm the person that made that and they didn't, like, they not cutting me a check, I can see that. But, like, it's so many people that, like, I don't know.
Yeah, and then when it comes to PUBG, like...
Niggas is mad woke nowadays, man. That is just, like, they too woke for, like... They too woke for me, man.
They woke, but they broke, yeah, I had to say the J. Cole bar real quick. Yeah, being woke is a joke for most of the time. Not that they don't make decent points sometimes. It's just that, like,
they just go
to some of them just sound stupid on a lot of stuff they talk about.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Can't really do anything that regular people do, where you'll get called out for being a coon. You're doing this. You're not supporting. You're not supporting your own people. You're not. It's just like it's too much. Like, too much at this point. Oh yeah, and I had to say one more thing. Fuck Bowsette. Yeah, anybody that likes her.
bro, chill, bro. Like,
I just offended like half the internet.
You gonna get us cleaned up, man? Chill.
Man, Bowsette. It's trash.
Bowsette is fine, bro. It's fine. I think it's cute.
Trash.
I think it's cute.
I do. The internet is adorable. Sometimes it's a dark, massive place where like it's beheadings and shit, and then sometimes people just draw Bowsette pictures, bro.
All right, yo, hold on. I'm about to drop this quick picture.
That's what you gotta do, bro. You just gotta.
I'm about to drop this quick picture of the trending searches.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna say what website
Hold on.
the trending searches was on.
We might not want to do that though. I'm not trying to see
I'm
that many all
I'm
in one
posting
place.
I'm posting in Discord.
Not safe for work. Not safe for work.
It's
Right.
trending searches. There's just words. It's nothing else there.
I thought you meant like trending Bowsette pictures.
It's no pictures. It's just on a certain website. They showed the trending searches, and this is the trending searches.
Oh, on a certain website.
Yeah, it's like on a certain website.
Oh,
Okay.
I see what you're saying. On a certain website for people who happen to be adults of the adult. Okay. I mean, that just goes to show you how much it matters. Like how much it's a big deal, bro. Like
it's a big deal.
Look, when people start taking stuff to
I think I'm just out of the loop, man. I don't get it.
I don't know.
I don't get what's so excited about female Bowser. Exciting, I mean.
Look, man, it's just cool to see people relaxing sometimes, man. Okay, that's.
I don't think niggas are relaxing. I don't know about relaxing.
You know, yo, chill. You know what I meant, man.
People, I don't know if searching Rule 34 Bowsette is relaxing, but you got it, man. You got it.
You're right. Speaking of like Mario and porn, didn't that like Stormy Daniels chick say the president's dick looks like Toad from Mario?
Yeah.
Wait. You know, in 2018 when she said that, and I wasn't even like upset that she said that. I was upset that she said Toad. I was more upset that she said Toad was from Mario Kart than anything in that whole statement. It's like, bitch, are you stupid? Did you not play none of the other Mario games? He was in games before Mario Kart. Anyway, what was you about to say, Fred?
But a lot of people think but a lot of people have came out and said that Donald Trump has a micro penis. So
I mean,
look at the way he acts. That's kind of fucking obvious.
He just
small too.
He doesn't have a micro bank account, so it doesn't matter.
You ain't never.
I'd still rather have my dick than his.
If I had to take a small dick to have his money, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to take that L.
That's a good question, man. Big dick or big
wallet? I don't know, man. Cause I don't know. If you get a girl, she's guaranteed to cheat on you. She gonna be taking your money.
That's why I'm rich.
No. Look. Big dick
is the
optimal answer. Big dick is the optimized answer because you can always find a way to make more money. If your dick is small, it's small, period.
For life.
Yeah, it's like having what's the word?
A little dick?
Disability.
It's like having a disability. Jeez,
for real.
Sorry for the small dick people out there, man. I feel for y'all, man. But
it's like you born with a disability that you can never change. Like
little dicks matter, bro.
Little dick lives matter.
You get a girl, you take her home, and she laughs in her head every time you take your pants off. That has to suck. Has to.
I just feel like you can't fault someone for something that's out of their control.
Oh,
you know.
Not. And big dicks.
Girls don't think that way though.
Not every girl is into like big 12-inch dicks either. So like it's some balance with that.
I'm talking about micro penis. Like if you got a 2-inch.
I don't think there's any girl that's into micro penis.
I mean,
fact.
What if it might be some like fetish for that shit though? Some girls might just have a kink,
that
you know?
Could be true.
You know how rare that's gonna be though.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean Look, man, you got to take what you can get. If you got a micro penis, if anybody paying attention to you, even if it's like some
like you could have the best game in the world, you could pull all the bitches you want, but like you take them home, it's over. Like you can't really do that. Yeah,
that's why he had to go out and buy one.
Damn, these are facts.
Yeah,
I'm saying Melania looks like a prisoner.
Yeah, she do be looking mad uncomfortable, like next to that nigga. Like, damn, nigga, don't talk to me. Nigga, don't be touching me and shit. She always look like she got like resting bitch face when she's money.
She's probably mad. She's like, damn, I didn't sign up for this. I just wanted to be rich.
Right? Hurry up and die already, nigga. Shit. Like,
there's a price to pay.
Yep.
He had to pay money. She had to pay with putting up with his ass.
Big facts. That's awesome though. But I mean, the fact that she even compared it to like a Mario character is like, that's just
Man,
wild.
shout out to Donald Trump, man. Shout out to Donald Trump.
Shout out to the Donald though. I got respect for that man because he's crazy as fuck.
Trolls is winning right now.
Troll, bro. Yeah, for real, for real. He's an amalgamation of what 2018 is in its current form. It's just a giant troll. And if you ain't trolling, you ain't winning, nigga. Facts.
Oh, you just say it so hard.
It's facts. There's a 30-year-old rapper right now who didn't start winning until he started trolling, saying he was 23 years old, dyed his hair pink, put a Majin symbol on his forehead, and said he was a punk. Trolls are winning right now, man.
Yep.
No, trolls are getting a lot of attention. I wouldn't say that they're winning.
I mean,
as far as a music career goes,
attention is monetizable though.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
That's free. That's free publication. That's free advertising. If you control correctly, like 6ix9ine, his music has been trash. He just dyed his hair rainbow and got some face tats. Put 69 all over his body, and next thing you know, top rapper in the game.
No.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying he's the best rapper in the game, but he's definitely one of the top rappers in the game, right? Just off for trolling.
Yeah,
it's fact.
No,
I mean
I hate him so much. I'm sorry, I will not admit it. You could be 100% accurate, and I will not agree to it because I fucking hate him.
I mean, the facts are facts.
I hate him. I don't care. You don't have to agree with me. I hate him.
I dislike the man too.
I think he's alright. He did that breakfast.
But I know he's just trolling. I know he's 100% not serious with anything he's doing. But yeah, I don't really like him though. Yeah. His music is garbage though.
I just want to see him get hit by a truck. That would be great.
Damn.
Jesus.
Damn.
Damn.
Speaking of like,
we don't promote violence in this chat.
I'm just promoting random acts of fate.
The views of Rotorhead Fred do not reflect the views.
He's about to go to jail. He got caught with a gun in his house, and he's on I think he's on probation or something. I don't know.
So he's going to jail now?
Probably.
I thought he was going to jail for smashing some 15-year-old.
Yeah, that too. But on top of that, yesterday they found a gun in his house. So I don't know. It's not looking too good for the man. You need to practice not dropping the soap.
Whoa. You know who else?
I don't know, man. He's already got the rainbow hair.
Oh, that's true. Yo, imagine having rainbow hair in jail, though. Yo, what the fuck is over with?
Yo, know what I noticed? He hasn't been getting his hair re-dyed. It don't look nearly as rainbow no more. He probably preparing for that. Or he could go ahead and get it. He could get it dyed black before he goes in. Play it safe.
He needs to. That would be ugly, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be somebody's fetish. He go in there with rainbow hair.
You think he'll run into Bill Cosby?
Stop it! They threw hot dogs at that man. Stop it! Oh, that hurts my heart, man. Stop.
If you haven't heard the Bill Cosby video I dropped in the Discord, make sure you watch that.
So how y'all feel about Bill Cosby, man? You feel did he do it justice? Did he do it, nigga?
He probably did. That's the sad part. But
Bill Cosby ruined my childhood, man.
That don't mean he got to sit there and abuse that man, throw hot dogs at him and shit. On his first
I see that. Yo, I see that.
On his first day too. They could give him one day to just get comfortable, Damn.
Bill Cosby ruined my childhood. I don't got nothing to say about that, man.
Oh, shit.
Won or ruined?
He ruined it.
I mean,
no, that's just a joke. I was throwing shots at somebody else who said that, but I feel like he probably did do it. But then there's also chances it was just the 70s. Niggas was just getting high.
That's not saying it's a different time.
And then they were just having sex while intoxicated, and then later on they're like, well, I wasn't sober when it happened, so Therefore, it's rape. I think that's what's going on. I don't think he was putting pills in people's drinks. I think the girls he was around was like, all right, you got Quaaludes. They feel kind of good. I feel sedated when I take them, and we can also have sex. I think that's what it was, to be honest. And then they tried to be like, later on, oh, he raped me. But then there's also chances he was just slipping them in drinks. But there's really no proof they was doing that.
I don't think he was putting pills in drinks either. He was putting them in the pudding pops. But
Stop! You're ugly for that.
Yo, he could no. I do agree that it was probably just it was the times. You know what I'm saying? But where he fucked up is when he admitted to giving girls Quaaludes in that interview.
Yeah.
At that point, I can't ride with you no more. You fucked up. You incriminated yourself. I can't feel bad. I'm sorry.
Plus, I never felt bad to begin with, because Bill Cosby would not feel bad if it happened to me. So
no, I kind of felt
Bill
bad.
Cosby.
It felt like he was one of those, like, part of the Me Too movement thing. Like, they was just trying to fucking...
Man, Bill Cosby would have been defending the people that was trying to get me in trouble, so I'm good on that.
I guess.
I'm good.
Maybe.
I know he would. Bill Cosby has defended niggas getting shot by police on multiple occasions.
Well, when you're part of that 1%, bro, you got a different life.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. It's like, bro, he a rich black man, though. Like, he has...
The thing is, I understand why he thinks that way, but I just...
He got money.
No,
look at us like that. Like, the police... When you got that much money, the police are your friends, bro.
I understand why he thinks that way, but I can't support anybody who does think that way. That's what I'm saying. No matter how old he is or how rich he is.
Yeah, but I guess. Game changer, how you feel about Bill Cosby? You gonna miss Mr. Cosby, bro?
Stop!
Old pill? Game changer? Did you walk away?
And did I feel bad, like... The other people that are involved with that show are fucked too, because like now they don't want to play it anymore. And, like that fucks up their money, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, better have been good with your money than investing in the right things, so you'll be fine.
Well, clearly one of them wasn't.
Facts. But so, Fred, you don't think he did it?
Oh no, I mean he probably did. But it was a different time, man. People were just trying to have a good time.
Different time, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I kind of agree with that. I think it was just.
I'm not saying it was okay. I'm just saying it was a different time. And it's like I'm just saying, okay, if you're some chick and you get called, let's say you go to some like music show, right? And one of the guys that's performing picks you out of a crowd to come back and party with them. It's like.
You going?
You're sucking dick.
Yeah.
It was just like niggas was partying, getting high, having sex, having fun. That's what it was. And just later on, there's like, oh, I can get famous off of this if I say he raped me.
I think it was that too, because otherwise, I feel like if it was that egregious and they felt that way, they probably could have came out earlier. But because it was a different time, it was looked at as like whatever he did wasn't that bad back then. So now,
plus one of the trials, look at it this way. She said that she came back to chill with him on multiple occasions after she claimed she was raped.
Yeah,
that makes zero sense. Yeah. You was probably just with him partying, getting high, and y'all was fucked. That's all it was. So you don't come back multiple times if you was raped. But yeah.
Right. Yeah, because if I sit down to share a cup of pudding with Bill Cosby and I wake up with Vaseline around my ass, I'm probably not coming back, bro.
Can you stop?
You waking up in the tactic wondering why your ass out.
Facts.
It's like, oh, that was actually a good time. Let me go back. Times.
She gave him gifts and everything.
Plus, don't you kind of just like watch your own drink? Like, I don't just accept drinks out of somebody's hands. Like,
yeah, definitely should not be doing that shit. Exactly.
Bullshit.
I'm not saying it's their fault, but like, if somebody just come out of nowhere, like, here, take this drink, I'm not gonna be like, oh, thanks. Like,
I'm not saying it's their fault, but it's their fault.
Now you saying you gotta have some kind of personal responsibility, though. Obviously,
Well, of course.
We're not blaming.
Yeah, just because it's Bill Cosby doesn't mean I finished. Like, oh, thanks, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, facts. Like, I don't know this nigga. You ain't like,
By the way,
it's still stranger danger, you know.
Yeah. It'd be like if you ran into him, like, oh, cool, that's Bill Cosby, but not like I'm not about to fucking just.
At the same time, like, it's Bill Cosby. Like, if Bill Cosby was like, "Hey, come up to my trailer," I'm not going. That sounds creepy.
Yeah, facts.
Like, who's out here like, "Thanks, Bill Cosby," and just going? Like,
I mean, you feel like that now, but in like the 70s, people probably wasn't thinking like, "Oh, that's creepy." That Bill Cosby. It's like, "Oh, he's that nigga."
Yeah,
true.
It's like,
probably like that's America's dad. Like
that's like early 2000s. Somebody Denzel. You feel me? He invites you to chill with him. It's like you're gonna be like, that's creepy, but I don't know Denzel now, and he's a little older. You're like, wait, where's he
like, that's my dad. You know, like I can't go up there.
My dad's a little younger than Denzel. That's weird. So I don't know. It'd be different. Well, not talking about my dad, but the person who's getting invited might feel that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. Part of me feels like it's kind of dumb to put somebody that fucking old in jail.
He's definitely not gonna make it, bro. Like that nigga's
Bill
he's dying.
Cosby that did whatever he did to that lady does not exist anymore. That man is not the same person. All right, like his mental faculties have,
But does that mean he can't be held accountable anymore? Then
I mean, it was his first gen.
Yeah, that was his first generation. But I mean, in a way, it does mean he can't be held accountable because the person that he is now, probably like he's not all the way there, bro. Like clearly, like if you've seen him in that interview, it's clear that like this man is not. I'm not even trying to be like funny, bro. You know how old people get like when they, we done seen
they old,
Yeah, like exactly. Like he is at that point, bro, where it's like, damn, this nigga gone. Like he don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. Like, nah.
But he knew what he was doing when he was raping bitches. So
he knew what he was doing.
We don't know if he ever was. No. Because what he got charged.
We not gonna make no excuses for Bill Cosby, right?
Yo, but look, what he did get charged for wasn't specifically rape. It was some type of charges that wasn't specifically rape, though. I can't remember what it was, but you're gonna have to look up the details.
Well, either way, if he had people waking up, you know what I'm saying, with their pants as ankle warmers, then I can't really defend this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not defending. I'm just saying I don't know for sure that he was raping, but that's all I'm saying. He might have been. He might have not been. It is what it is. Don't matter. Niggas in jail at this point.
Rip.
So yeah, Rip put in Cosby.
The worst part about Bill Cosby being in jail now is that he'll miss out on the Soul Calibur 6 beta. We got to play it.
Oh man.
How y'all feel?
I like it. I like it. That's a good game.
You like it? Tell it what you like about it so far.
I don't know. I think I just like the fact that I'm playing Soul Calibur again. Maybe it's that factor. But I feel as though it's definitely more casual. But at the same time, it's a beta. So, like, that's saying a lot. Like, I can't really make that justification off of the slight gameplay.
Like a lot of people were talking about the reversal edge casualizing the game, but I was looking at high level play. Them niggas are not using it like that because it's pretty punishable, easy to react to. If you see somebody using reversal edge to sidestep it, you get a big punish. So it's probably just going to take time for you to get used to. But yeah, I like the game too. It's pretty much what I wanted Tekken to be when I first got into Tekken. So. Yeah, this is gonna be my main fighting game for a while.
I played it for
#NerfFang. But
I played a few matches. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Soul Calibur, but from what I played, it feels pretty good. It looks pretty. I like the way the effects look. They look really cool. The mechanics and shit, like that reversal edge stuff, I gotta get used to that because I already feel like I'm behind in Soul Calibur as far as like tech or just knowing what's going on or like which hitboxes what does what. And now they got that, so I'm like, man, I don't know, man. It looks good though. It feels good. It looks clean. I like it. Freddie, you said you got to download it, right?
Yeah, I haven't downloaded it. I haven't played it yet, though.
Oh, okay.
Who did you play as, Steph?
I played as Geralt, of course, of Rivia.
Mm-hmm.
My nigga Geralt of Rivia, bro. He's good. I like it. Who did you play as, Justo?
Callum and Taki.
I played as everybody.
No, I haven't played as everyone.
You played a bunch.
I didn't play Zaz, whatever his name is, the nigga with the scythe.
Zazmel.
Yeah, I didn't try him yet, though. But I didn't try Talim either. Other than that, I played with everybody. Yeah, I woke up today with my wrist sore from using my fight stick for hours on end, and my pointer finger was hurting because I was pressing the block button so much.
Just let it hit then, dude.
So I was forced to get off. I didn't want to get off the game yesterday.
No wonder you woke up so fucking late, man.
Nah, I woke up late because I went to sleep late.
Yeah, we know. Thanks for showing up. You're welcome. Damn,
Facts.
Just dipped out.
I thought about going back to sleep, but I'm like, man, nah, let me go ahead and get in here.
I slept all fucking day.
Same.
Plus, you know that Illinois weather is cold as fuck here now, so.
Facts. Speaking of that Illinois cold weather, what about the heat that we got from Carter 5?
I have not listened to that shit, but
So,
I plan on listening to it.
My opinions have changed. It is a good album.
This guy, man.
I had to listen to the Rust, and I watched a couple reaction videos too. So I got to replay it.
You had to have somebody spoon feed him the bar.
No. I had to because like when I was watching reaction videos, I was catching some stuff that I didn't catch on my first run through. I was like, oh.
I bet you was.
And I was hearing the first couple songs that that I wasn't really paying attention to my first go around because I was playing Arena of Valor. It was just like background noise. So I wasn't catching all of it.
Hold on. If you tell me that you listened to an album, you can't say you listened to it if you played it in the background.
I had it in my ears.
To an album, you have to give it your full attention, bro. Like, you have to listen to that shit. If you tell me you listened to an album and you was doing something else, I don't believe you.
Look, I was listening to everything that was going on, right?
Nah.
But I don't feel like I was listening to it bar for bar, catching everything that he was saying.
Now, how could you judge something if you didn't listen to it like that, then?
See, before I did, look, I never judged it to begin with. I gave you my first impressions. I said I wasn't that impressed. But I don't feel like it was bad, but I'm going to have to give it a full listen.
Damage control.
My thoughts. No, that's what happened. This is facts. I said this is just my first impressions. This isn't the final.
No, he didn't say that.
Final thoughts, but
did you hear Just-O-Matic?
Oh no! What the fuck? I'm listening to Carter for. Like,
I don't know. Wayne was popular.
Solid album, but I still don't. I don't know. I still don't think it's like amazing. I give it like
something amazing.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. It's a decent score still.
I highly doubt Fred listens to Lil Wayne. So,
who? What?
Exactly, Fred. You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, you really didn't. So there was a kid on Twitter I seen or whatever.
There's tons of kids on Twitter.
There's tons of kids on Twitter, but this kid was a very special.
A particular one?
Very special young lad.
This one particular loin fruit.
Yeah, he was a special young lad. He was a kid with like cancer, one of those Make-A-Wish joints. He was in cancer. He wasn't like Make-A-Wish specific, I guess. He was in the hospital, man. Yeah, cancer. He was about to die, man. This man's about to die, right? He posts on Twitter like, "Damn, I'm about to die, and I might not ever play Smash Bros. I might not ever play Smash Ultimate." And people retweeted that shit, and Nintendo seen it, and they wheeled a fucking TV in that bitch, and he got to play it. And like 2 or 3 days after that, he died. And I just had to bring attention to it because it's beautiful. That's like that warms my heart, man. Because my nerd ass, if I was about to die, that would be some shit that I would think. Like, damn, I'm about to die and I didn't even get to play this or play that. And then for them to like reach out to him, like, here you go, bro, you got it. And then like, that's crazy. I don't know. That's
but do you think now Nintendo's like obligated to like do that more often now?
That's a good question.
No.
It's a nice gesture.
Nintendo's a business. They don't feel obligated to do anything.
Yeah.
They just happen to see this one.
Yeah.
Everybody's knocking at this team.
Derek, we got some Pokemon games coming out. Smash Brothers is about to drop. It's like, man, this will be some good publicity. This will be good for our stock.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
It really probably was, man. It's a good look for them.
Think about all the people that would fake it. Like, you know, I'm dying too. Let me try Smash. Like,
that nigga actually died though. He died after that though. So like, if people faked it, they probably would like.
Everyone would die after that. We all die sometime.
But the nigga died 3 days later.
That sounds like a him problem.
Oh Jesus!
But he clearly was telling the truth. But even if people faked it, like, how long would it be before they came out as like? Because it's not like the only reason they seen it is because a bunch of other people seen it and retweeted it. Like, you're going to be in the limelight if you lie about some shit like that, and you can't lie to the internet without them blasting back at you.
Man, they blast me. I'll be like, yo, I got to play Smash Ultimate.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care.
what I was saying.
Early though, but like once the game came out, then you did it for no reason. You just
man, I don't care.
No,
I
you did it for bragging rights.
Yeah, but you.
It's like, I played that shit before 99.99999% of you pieces of shit. Fuck all y'all.
You would have to get off the internet after that. Like, you're done on the internet.
I would do that, man. I still got to play Smash Ultimate. Y'all could think
I just wouldn't get off the internet. I wouldn't give a fuck.
That's like,
what you gonna do?
That's some really extreme like lengths
it's like, man,
to play a game.
Man, I finessed y'all, man. I'm that big of a Smash fan that I went this far to do it. Y'all could think what y'all want. You just gotta be unapologetic. Like,
that's right.
Yeah, but
that's all.
I feel like it's just that's a lot of work, man, just for that, to play a demo.
But pretty much nobody would do this.
That's why I didn't do it.
What I'm saying is, it wouldn't work, of course. But well, no, I'm saying if it happened to work, then it is what it is.
I mean, I would love to see if somebody pulled it off, but you know, that guy literally
it's
died
not
like 2 days later. That's pretty crazy, man. That's you can't write that shit, man. That's like some shit in the movie, man. Like,
yeah, he's like, all right, I could die happy now.
Yeah, like,
Ganon got buffed. Bayonetta, and I'm happy now.
he was like, he played it. His fucking like lips mumbled, he did it. And fucking as he pictured Sakurai, as he faded off into fucking, like that's how he probably felt. Like, he did it again, man. Another banger. I could die peacefully. I think that's beautiful though, man. When they can like reach out like that. Yeah, I don't think they should be obligated to do that for everybody, but you know, it's cute, man. It's cute.
All right, so another topic that I just noticed, I have to talk about this garbage. The charge gate, the iPhone X and the iPhone X Max devices won't start charging if the screen is turned off. So
What?
if your screen is off and you're trying to charge your iPhone, it won't charge.
Why?
Yep.
Is that
We
intended?
don't know. I don't think it's definitely not intended. But iPhone just messed up. They got an issue on their hands.
Damn. Didn't those
Like,
just come out?
Yes, it's a serious problem. They're calling it the charge gate.
Charge gate. Oh shit.
People are
Why they
saying
put
this
a
is
gate at the end of everything now?
They're saying it's absolutely ridiculous considering the price of these things. There's some people caping for it, but
Whoa, like,
yeah.
What are they saying, like, defending that though? How do you cape for that?
They're iPhone fans. They cape for anything Apple.
What are their arguments? What are they saying though?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I couldn't imagine. Where's Game Changer, man? We started talking about phones. This nigga always want to talk about phones until it's relevant, man. Not this nigga.
People are saying that it's a lot of them are just saying it's not that big of a deal. People are just clickbaiting, saying it's a huge issue. Well, no, I feel like that's the issue. Like, screen got to be on for me to charge it. I'm not sure if my screen has to be on to start the charge or to charge. Period. That's what they did. I'm gonna have to watch the full video on it.
What?
The fact that your screen has to be on period for the charge to start would still be stupid too. So either way.
Yeah, for the new iPhones, apparently, Fred, the screen has to be lit for it to charge.
Oh, don't care. That's a them problem.
Facts. That's what they get for buying an iPhone in 2018.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they get for buying a 2017 iPhone this year.
Facts.
Oh, my bad. There's also the R, which is like a 2010 iPhone.
Yeah, that's also what they get for paying for a low-spec Android that costs $900, which is pretty much what the iPhone is. Has the specs of a low-spec Android, mid-range Android, actually.
Oh shit! Oh man! Shots fired.
Yeah, you can get Androids with the same exact specs for about $490, $480. But we're not even gonna go there. We can do what they want to do. I don't want to offend anybody.
No, man. Talk about it. I don't got an iPhone.
Somebody in the chat might.
Why do you worry about offending anybody? Fuck everyone. Fuck all you.
Fuck everything, man.
Fuck all of you.
Because I'm a nice person, man. I'm a nice person.
Wow.
They want to use iPhones, they can use their iPhone.
You trolling?
It still don't mean that it's a smart purchase, though.
Facts.
In fact, it's one of the dumbest purchases you can make in 2018, but still, it is what it is. That's what you like. It's what you like.
Whoa.
Tell us how you really feel.
Whoa there.
Hey, whoa there. So,
Oh, man, there's another problem.
you got some more for me? Let's hear it, man.
The subpar cell and Wi-Fi reception on the XS are what users are reporting. Man, is this a downfall of Apple? Is this where?
No, there's too many stupid people that are all caught up in a name.
It's like, I still wouldn't be caught dead with an Android.
See, like, the people talk about like video game fanboys, but like Apple fanboys are like probably way worse. They way worse than any other fanboy that.
It's the cool.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Like,
Apple can do no wrong.
Yeah, for real.
But when I'm looking at Apple with an objective standpoint, everything that they've done over the past 4 years has been wrong. They removed the headphone jack and then charge you for all these extra ports that should come from the phone. Like, all right, I'm gonna create a problem, then charge you for the solution multiple times. It's just stupid.
It's pretty smart.
I mean, it's smart business-wise because people are dumb enough to fall for it, but no. But a lot of Android companies are following up with that, removing their headphone jack now.
I'm okay with it. I have like 2 Bluetooth headsets. When one's dead, I just switch to the other one.
Yeah,
don't bother me.
I understand that. I just don't like not having to be able to just plug some headphones in. I like being able to do that, but
I do feel like
they have headphones that are just direct USB-C connectors.
Yeah, but then you gotta buy the dongle if you want to use your wired headphones and charger. When the dongle should just come with the phone. I don't know.
It's never been that big of a deal for me. But funny thing, speaking of plugs. What type of plugs do the MacBooks have? USB Type-C. What type of plugs do their phones have? Thunderbolt.
Exactly.
So it's like, how about we just make a standard across all phones? That would make perfect sense. Of course, then Apple wouldn't make nearly as much money off of all the stupid people.
Right, because everybody has a couple USB-C cords laying around that they could just use, but they want people to buy their cords. So,
yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Perfectly fine. But my main issue with the headphone jack is mainly because I feel like they could still put it in their phones. I feel like there isn't really a reason to take it out. Like I got a Galaxy Note 8, still has a not Samsung, but headphone jack, and I can use Bluetooth. It's just good to have the option, is what I'm saying. It's not really necessarily a bad thing if you don't have it, because you can use Bluetooth, but it's just cool to have the option, pretty much. That's all I had to say on that.
Okay, that's cool. I seen some article a couple days ago because Katamari Damacy is getting ported to the Switch, and apparently that developer was saying like Zelda and Mario is kind of meh from the Switch, and I mean I kind of agree, at least on the Mario part. It's definitely not my favorite Mario game, and I don't know. I feel like I gotta play it some more though to see what's up, but I'm not mad at him for saying that shit. I know.
Yeah,
I
feel like Odyssey kind of dropped the ball in some ways, because like it's open world and that's cool, but to get the moons, it doesn't feel like you really have to do much. It's like, oh, I capture this animal and then I use it to jump up 2 things and then I gotta move. Well, like in the older Mario games, you hop in the painting, you have to clear a whole entire stage, and then you get the moon at the end. It just felt more objective based. This game feels like you're exploring, and you just happen to get them while you're exploring. Exactly. I feel like they should have made it so that it was both at the same time. Like, all right, it's open world, but while you're in this kingdom, there's going to be a whole bunch of paintings you can jump through. I mean, they have a couple. It's a couple, but I feel like it should have been based off of, you get most of your stars through playing levels. They should have kept that going.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like Mario 64 just had it down to where, just like you said, like when you did a stage, it felt like it was deliberate. Like you're doing it an objective here instead of just like, oh, I just happened to come over here and there was a moon over here. Okay. Oh, you can break this and then there's a moon in there. Cool. Like it makes sense being on the console that it is. You sit on the train, you could turn that shit on for 15 minutes, grab a couple moons. You got it, it's a game where you can make progress in a small amount of time. Like you can get a little bit out of it. It's like a mobile game almost. You can get a little bit of it and it's cool. You don't have to like play a whole stage. You don't have to be committed to play through a whole stage just to get, something out of it. But for me, I don't really like it like that. I like the older Mario games, the ones that have more deliberate level design and shit like that.
Yeah, because like I feel like another thing they could have done, they still could have did the open world, but like no, there's just random moons laying around. What if there was like they changed the moons with like pipes you can jump into, and then you clear a stage to get that moon? It just feels like you're getting it for free a lot of the times. Yeah. There is a couple that you can get without that don't feel free, but it's like
of course, there's definitely some. All the Mario games have that extra bit of where it's actually challenging, but like most of the game definitely feels like it just
And then Zelda Breath of the Wild, it felt empty. It doesn't. The experience, it's cool. The open world, a lot of the things they added to the game is cool, but it just feels like an empty experience. Like there's no OSTs playing in the background. When I go through this village, I play through the dungeon. Dungeons, you pretty much just solve the puzzle and then you fight the boss. There's no enemies in the dungeon. There's not really, and dungeons aren't really that hard to solve. You can run through them real quickly once you figure everything out. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like what Zelda is known for. I feel like they could have did a better job, and I feel like the game is overrated. And the weapons break too often. So I understand where this guy is coming from, and why he felt underwhelmed by these games. So
I feel like you hate on every game.
Facts.
About it.
Unless it's like a fighting game that you got feelings for.
Think about it. A lot of people feel this way about Zelda. They just aren't really that loud about it. But the thing is, I like Zelda. I'm not hating on Zelda. I like Breath of the Wild. I got like 50 hours in it, but it definitely has some downsides. It's not a 10 out of 10 game that people say it is. It feels like a basic open. As far as open worlds go, it feels pretty basic. Like, what does Zelda Breath of the Wild do that other open world games don't do?
You can climb trees.
You can climb anything. But other than that, what is Zelda Breath of the Wild really doing as far as open world goes to, like, push the genre forward? I don't feel like it did anything special.
How you feel, Fred?
I don't know. It's just a fun game. I mean, that stuff doesn't constantly need to push the envelope. Eventually, you're just gonna fall out of the envelope. I'm just saying, it does everything it does, in my opinion, fairly well. So it's a fun game. I mean, I'm not trying to sit there and I don't want it to be the best game ever because honestly, it's not Diablo.
Damn. But yeah, I agree. It was a fun game. I had fun playing it. I got around like 50, 60 hours in it. But I'm just naming the gripes I've had with the game going through it. Which of course somebody has playing through a game. They're gonna find things they like about it because there is things that I like about it, but I think it's more things that I dislike about it than I like about it.
You're just a lot more vocal about the things you don't like about games. But that's kind of true of anything. Yeah. I mean, because if a place is... I
don't really feel that way.
I think. But speaking of, like, the dude who said this, like, have you ever played Katamari Damacy? Anybody?
When I was too young to remember.
Like, maybe just casually played it, like, couldn't tell if it's a good or a bad game.
Don't you roll around and collect stuff until you start snowballing and get really big?
It looks pretty cool.
But it's fun.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool to be honest.
Like, it always looks cool to me.
Yeah.
It's a simple game, but it's fun. Yeah. Things don't always have to be super complex or super involved.
Yeah, I feel like I have fun when I do play. No game needs to come back. Capcom needs to bring back Beautiful Joe.
Facts. Let's go. Beautiful Joe would be nice. Again.
I'm about to get that on the emulator. That shit used to be fun.
Yeah, that shit was hard though. I never beat that game. It's really hard.
Same.
It was good times though, man. It was a good time. I never played that or I played that, but I never played Okami. I might want to get that.
But, I think I have that game.
Yeah.
I didn't like Okami when
I never played it, but I think I own it.
Like
I'll refund
sale or something and just never.
It's either something I got in like a humble bundle or through like PlayStation Network or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of want to try it, but
or was it on Nintendo? I don't know.
I don't know.
I was looking at it somewhere and I was like, I think I own that.
Yeah, I got the the remaster on Steam. I played it for like 30, 45 minutes, and then this ain't it, Chief. I refunded it. So, but I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just wasn't feeling
it. Okay. We talked about Telltale last week, how they closed and shit, but some more stuff came out about it. Apparently, like, they're getting sued now by the people that they fired.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Class action lawsuit.
Man, you heard about this? What's up with that, Fred?
Well, because they had so many employees, they're supposed to give them 60 days notice whenever they're going to lay off like a large number of people. Hold on. I got food coming to the door. Be right back.
Okay. That's crazy. So, like, I guess they just threw him under the bus, didn't tell him shit. Kind of like, you know, how Epic did with us, didn't say shit until the last minute. They just, except those people actually work for them. So, it's kind of shitty thing to do. Man, I don't know, man. That situation just getting worse and worse. Hopefully, they can come out because even if they sue them, like that company's probably going bankrupt anyway, right? Like, how you really gonna sue somebody that's broke?
I just feel like it's always sad though when a company closes like that.
Yeah, like when I heard about this, I went and looked up. I didn't realize they made as many games as they did, bro.
Yeah,
they made a fucking shit ton of games, and like, I'm pretty sure most of them are probably trash though. Like, just looking at some of the titles they got, I'm like, I don't know, man. They should have. I see why they started once they popped off with The Walking Dead. Why they started just licensing.
But I feel like
IPs.
That shouldn't have been their focal point. I don't know, I feel like they should have made other type of games. They didn't have to make every game was the same.
Yeah.
Just
you think that's
a different universe.
That's where you think they fucked up?
I think so.
Yeah, I kind of agree because it's like you can only do the same trick so many times before people get bored of that shit, And like Fred was saying, they would have to pay like a license for that shit, like to use those names and shit or those characters and all that shit. So it's like if you just made better games and you made your own like IP or whatever out of it, they probably would have been alright. But because they had to rely on like name brand shit, that and they probably mismanagement and shit in general. It's probably what
I feel like they should have. Oh, go ahead, Fred.
No, you're good. I was saying what?
No, I was saying like I feel that they should have made their own games, like not the whole like Walking Dead type shit on the like as a main course, and then like had series like approach them like, hey, can you make this into a game?
Yeah. I agree.
That shouldn't have been their bread and butter. That should have just been something they did like on the side.
Not just that, but I mean, it ends up being the same thing
over and over. It's a different universe.
Yeah.
Damn, Cristiano Ronaldo accused of rape.
Who?
Rip.
Soccer.
Bullshit.
He's a soccer player.
I call bullshit. There's like chicks all over the world willing to fuck him. Why is he gonna rape a girl? That don't make no sense.
Power.
Well, he's getting me too. So.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That might be retroactive rape, but who knows? That should happen. The thing about like rape accusations is like they're becoming counterintuitive because now it's harder to believe people when they do say like it's harder to believe when you put out fake ones because when somebody actually, it's like the boy who cried wolf thing. Like when somebody actually gets raped, now I look at them like they might have been really raped, and now I'm like, did you though? Because so many people lie about that shit, like, and they don't get in trouble for it. Do y'all feel like girls should get jail time for lying about rape?
Oh, yeah, definitely, 100%.
Yeah,
if it's proven that they're lying, definitely.
But like, how much though? How do you? Where do you draw?
What do you mean?
A good 5 years. 5 years to think about what they've done.
Yeah.
How they ruined a man's reputation.
Like the fucked up thing about it is like if a girl cries rape 9 times out of 10, someone's automatically gonna be a guy.
Yeah.
Regardless if he had like a past history or anything, they're gonna believe the girl. So.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah, they're innocent. Well, they're guilty before anybody is even proven. People just automatically believe that the nigga raped her. So, yeah, 5 years minimum.
Man, do you think that would like? I mean, obviously it would stop some women from lying about that shit, but do you think they would enforce that? Like, even if they started to enforce it, like, let's say one woman, it happens to one woman, boom, she get 5 years. How much do you think? Do you think it'll be a pushback against that shit? Like, cause some girls will be like, oh, this is gonna make girls scared to come out,
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't. It shouldn't make girls scared to come out. I'm talking about if they're 100% proven to be lying.
Yeah, but
listen, there was I was just watching something, and they were talking about how a professor was like physically and verbally sexually harassing one of her TAs, one of her teacher assistants. Right? She was literally found to be doing this by a school body or what it like they did their own investigation. They were like, yeah, this is actually happening. So she got suspended from it was like at some university, I can't remember where. And there were still women saying, no, you guys need to like not suspend her. It's not her fault. She didn't do anything wrong. It's not that big of a deal. It's like, fuck you. So no, there's like, even if some lady was like found to be 100% wrong, she in fact lied, tried to get some dude thrown into jail for some shit. I guarantee you there'd be people that are just like, no, didn't do anything wrong. It's the same thing. You see somebody that kills somebody else, and then they get sentenced to like prison, and then their family's crying in the court because their family members going to jail for something that they did.
Yeah. Kind of like that cop that walked into the black man's apartment. Mm-hmm. She shot him and said, "Oh, I thought it was my apartment," and he broke and entered. And then she's getting like, I think, like fired, and she's getting like 2 months in jail or something like that.
Damn. Yeah, I remember hearing about that story, and it was just like,
that's pretty.
Should be more than 2 months.
It should be full murder sentence or manslaughter, because I don't believe you accidentally walked into the wrong apartment and shot somebody because you thought it was yours.
Yeah,
it looks
that's hella
different,
bro.
There's people that have debunked the whole thing. They looked at the locks, like, yo, if you put your key in, it would have flashed red if it was the wrong house or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, people been debunked it, but she still got away with it. So,
and just like, even on like a human level, if you walk into somebody else's house, it's a completely different vibe. Like, everybody's house smells different, feels like you walk in somebody's house, like you instantly know it's somebody else's house. It's not like it's not a doubt in your mind, like, because I've done that, like in my apartment, like rush up the stairs real quick and like start to open like the door to the apartment under mine. Realize, like, grab the handle and realize, like, my door don't look like this. What the fuck? And then I'll look up and see the door number, like, oh shit, I'm dumb. I gotta go up one more floor. Like, it's not that, bro. She knew what she was doing.
She has something against that man and killed him for that. It had nothing to do with, oh, I went in the wrong apartment. First of all, like, the nigga's probably sitting on the couch in boxers watching TV with a bag of chips in his hand. Like, what? Who would break and enter a house and do something like that? Well, I don't know what he was doing at the time, but most likely regular nigga stuff.
The thing that pissed me off is they tried doing some like character assassination type shit, saying, we searched his apartment and he had marijuana in his apartment. It's like, fuck you! I guarantee half your police force smokes weed.
And let's say he did have marijuana, then let's say
it doesn't fucking matter.
He deserved maybe a fine at most, not death. So you can't use that to assassinate his character. So.
Oh, he had weed? The death penalty, my guy.
Facts.
To the death for you.
Dude was like a youth pastor.
He was a pastor?
No, like he was a counselor for the youth group for his church. Like he was like that doesn't mean you're always a decent human being, but I'm just saying generally it's like he cares about his community. He's trying to do something good. It's like he seemed like a decent person. He wasn't a drain on society. He had a job. You know, this isn't somebody. The thing that's bothering me is they're trying to make him sing because he has weed. He's like some crazy crackhead. It's just a matter of time before he does something crazy and hurts somebody. It's like, he had some weed and he got fucking shot in his own fucking apartment.
I'm pretty sure if you go to the police chief's house, there's an alcohol cabinet with all types of liquor in it. Does that mean that he's a bad person? Like, no. Everybody has their vices.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even hear the part where they try to pin him with weed. Like, oh, he had weed. I didn't hear that part of the story. That's crazy. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's pretty much gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
And I think this is kind of what some people be talking about when they say stuff like white privilege, white supremacy. It's just like if that was a black
Yeah.
officer rolled up a nigga's house and killed him and said, "Oh, I thought it was the wrong house," they'd be like, "Okay, nigga, you really think anybody believes that?" But since it was a white woman who did it, it's kind of like, all right, we're gonna try to do what we can do to let you off. That's more what people were talking about. I don't feel like a lot of people are really just talking.
I think it got more to do with the cop thing, though. The cop.
I feel like it's both. It's a combination of both. Because like, you're not getting away with that if you're black. Period.
I don't know. Cops look out for each other, though. Like you.
There's been similar stuff that's happened with black cops, though, and they always get arrested.
Not always.
Most of the time, there's some.
When they did that shit with Freddie Gray, those cops got arrested for that shit.
I've seen posts with similar situations, not exactly identical, but the black dude wasn't getting nearly as much leeway.
But it depends on where, like, the location too, city, the judge, whoever looked at the case. It's too many variables to just compare. Like, this case is kind of similar to this one, but this person was this color. Like,
but there has
that goes into it though, bro. Like,
but look, what I'm saying is, it kind of gives these people saying stuff like, "Oh, there's white privilege." It kind of gives them a case, is what I'm saying. When stuff like this, it makes what they're saying look like it makes sense, like it's viable. It could have not been. It might have been, might not have been. But I'm saying it makes their arguments look viable. That's all I'm saying. When stuff like this happens. It's 2 months for murder off a whack excuse that shouldn't fly. That looks real suspect.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know, man. Justice, did you hear about this story?
What?
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. What is it? What the hell are you guys talking about?
Some guy got shot at his apartment by a cop.
Oh yeah, I know that story. Yeah, like I don't know. It's the same shit happening over and over. Like, getting get off, it doesn't matter. But it's still fucked up that like people can like even try to justify that. Like, like that's a possibility. That could have happened.
There's no way that could have happened. You don't walk into the wrong part. The fact that she's even using that as an excuse is just crazy.
That sounds like a lie you tell to your parents when you like got caught stealing out the cookie jar. Like, that's some straight bullshit. Like,
I meant to reach for the broccoli jar. Bitch, there ain't no broccoli jar.
Exactly. I was going for the I was some apples. Nah, nigga.
Right. But it's like,
apples are on the table.
Like, I accidentally went in the girls' locker room and seen them changing. I thought it was the men's locker room. No one would even believe that, but I walked into the wrong apartment, and I thought he was breaking into my apartment.
You know what? You know what's funny about that? If she had to unlock the door to get in the apartment, who breaks in and then locks the door behind them?
That's creepy as fuck.
He was very considerate. He was a very considerate burglar. He was making sure nobody else broke in after him.
Yeah, either or his door was already open unlocked. I don't know. I just know that she's lying. Though. There's no reason to even kind of think of the options. There's no way she's telling.
Yeah, definitely not.
You would have walked in like, "Oh, this ain't even my house."
It's your house. Like Stiff said, they smell completely different. You don't even need to have the lights on.
That's what I'm saying. Let's say you walk into another house, bro.
You know.
You notice.
Fact.
People act like, and that's a very I feel like that's a very human element that we all experience. That, why nobody raised that, I don't know. I don't understand, because we all have that sensation when we walk into somebody else's house, especially in an apartment complex where they all are shaped the same. That's one way that you would immediately identify that shit. Especially we live around a bunch of Mexicans, bro. I'm gonna just say, man, they cook some spicy ass food, bro. Like that shit. Yeah, you know.
Stiff's like, I just follow my nose.
Exactly.
It's dinner time somewhere.
Look, every other apartment in this building smell like either Mexican food or weed. All right.
It's one or the other. Honestly.
So I know where I live.
So true.
Exactly.
Sounds like y'all need to have a party, man.
So true.
I'll bring the weed. You bring the next.
Speaking of shootings, South Park premiered. They had the first episode was about school shooting. It was fucking lit. Game changer. How you feel, fam?
Hold up, didn't I just say don't spoil? And you spoiled?
Spoiling it.
You already did because it was about school shooting.
Don't make me watch it now.
I think it's on Hulu. I'm gonna make sure to watch it.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
I haven't watched South Park in like years.
Sorry to hear that, fam. Sorry to hear that.
It's not because I don't like it. I like it. It's...
Sorry to hear that. Anyway, it was pretty good. It was like, I fuck with it. I don't know. I feel like they made a good. I don't know. At first, when I seen the trailer, I was like, how the fuck do you touch that without like how do you, you know? But I think they did a good job
with your penis. So you touch it.
So they delivered, is what you're saying.
They are delivered. Yes. It was pretty.
I'm delivered. I don't like men's no more.
That's awesome.
That was a great. I don't like no men's no more.
That's a good ass name right there. Speaking of that shit, have y'all ever seen those like sex transition camps like that Christians send their kids to and shit? Like to watch the gay from them? They have like camps and shit where they send their kids to like.
So you're gonna send
pray. Did you just say pray the gay away?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Literally, no.
Pray the gay away.
Yeah, like
that's down here in Texas, man, with me.
Yo, but think about it. You're gonna send your gay kids to a camp with a whole bunch of other gay kids and think it's gonna help them not be gay? That sounds like. You feel me? If I was gay, I probably wouldn't mind going. It's like a good 20, 30 other gay kids there too. Like, come on, man. It's not gonna work. That happened on South Park.
Yeah, it did. Butters was bi-curious. It's pretty good. Yeah. That's a good episode.
Butters' dad was gay the whole time. That's why he even felt that way.
Yeah. Because wasn't his dad like going to bathhouses and shit in one episode?
Yeah.
Like doing all that gay shit?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. But would you, like, don't you feel like that's kind of like child abuse though, to send your kids to like tell them there's something wrong with them? Like, do you feel like
it is? That's why some places try and outlaw them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely not gonna work. So you're wasting money and time.
It's legal more often than not, though. So that's
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is legal more often than not.
But do you think that
pretty much? Go ahead.
But do you think that they should be able to tell you how to raise your kids? Like that should be illegal to do? I feel like that's
to a certain extent.
But where did you draw the line? Like, what if you were like, raising your kids to be murderers? Do you still use that excuse?
Once, if the outcome of it has the probability to affect other children or people, I think that's where the line should be drawn. So, like, a lot of these people that don't believe in vaccinations, it's like if you don't want to vaccinate your kid doesn't go to public school. They don't go to any school.
That's a good point.
So, it's like, because your kid gets the measles or something, then that shit's gonna blow up in fucking school. It's like at that point you're affecting other people's children. So they made the choice to get their children vaccinated, but then there's some like, child of some shit eating people, and they get their kids sick. It's like, well, how about we just make it so you can't have babies anymore? You're just not allowed. You lost your privilege. Yeah, I just went. I just went there. We need to start sterilizing people.
Man, I mean, I feel like maybe when we get to the point of being the size of China, we might have to do that, but not right now. That's I feel
like we should do it sooner than later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fuck. Holy shit.
I feel like if you still use the iPhone and
not have kids, how about that? I don't know if we like setting people aside and sterilizing them sounds very Orwellian to me, bro.
Look.
Hey, bro, like
the way it should be.
Insane.
If you still use the iPhone, you're not allowed to have kids because clearly you're not capable of making good decisions.
I don't think that's the proper determining factor, but we can throw it in there with a couple of
your genes do not need to get passed on if you still use an iPhone. If you still think Xbox One is the superior console in 2018, you should get checked off on the quarantine list. Not allowed to have no kids.
Who else we throwing on the pile? What other groups need to be, since we sterilizing people, what groups of people are getting sterilized in this utopia world?
Oh shit! Oh, I don't want to start this.
You opened it up.
I got you.
Fortnite players. That's
put them in the pile.
Retarded
people.
Okay, all right, they in there too. Fuck it.
I'm just saying, eventually those genetics will work their way out of the gene pool, and we won't have to worry about it no more. Unless people start fucking their cousins.
I was about
again.
to say, technically, nobody really fucks
again.
When did they stop? Really?
I'm pretty sure it still goes on down south.
Exactly.
Fuck their cousins on that list too. There you go.
I'm gonna go for anyone who wrote in Harambe during the election.
I'm just saying that would have been a better vote than either Hillary or Trump.
Anyone who purposely got in their car to go to the place to go vote, 6 a.m. to go vote for Harambe, you don't deserve to.
Anybody who still thinks their vote actually picks the president.
I'm throwing in the pile, man.
Facts.
Facts? You're throwing facts in the pile.
Okay, heard.
No, we need more facts.
No, I think he was saying facts on what I said.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Exactly.
All right, who are you sterilizing though? Who you cut from the gene pool, fam?
Who am I sterilizing?
Me, I'm gonna pick anybody that listens to ICP. You gotta go.
In the state you live in, you run into those people a lot, don't you?
Fuck no.
Oh.
This is the face
also
of all the people that listen to ICP when you posted that or said that. There you go. That's the face that they made in Discord.
In the Discord chat. Also, people who don't use their turn signals, sterilized.
Yes, thank you, Jesus. And they stop past the fucking crosswalk line.
Or how about this? People who do not know how to drive in general. Because motherfuckers don't know how to drive in general.
No, see, in general, because that's very much up to interpretation.
They do all that shit. You can't single out one thing.
Yeah, you can.
Most of these people do all of that. They don't use turn signals. They pull out in front of you. They do really
retarded brake checks.
Exactly.
Hey,
don't
get close enough for me to brake check you then.
Look, think about this. If you're a new driver, you would never be able to become a good driver because you wouldn't be allowed on the road. I was a bad driver when I first started.
That's a good point, man.
I wasn't. I was born being a badass.
So the first time you hopped behind the wheel, you was a great driver.
Dude, all I did was I watched someone drive manual. I snuck out with a truck that was manual first time driving. That was literally my first time driving. I just watched them drive. I was snuck out with that shit.
Damn. Wow. You got it. Crazy, not anybody believes you, but you got it.
You don't have to believe me. It was my buddy Scott. It was his mom's truck.
I'm playing.
My mom went to go teach me. My mom went to go teach me how to drive, and she was like, "Wow, you're really good." I was like, "Yeah." Little did she know we had been sneaking out with my buddy Scott's mom's truck for 2 years.
Damn. Rip.
Hurt that hurt.
Super rip.
Also, anyone who buys 2K every year.
Yes, I agree. And they buy all the fucking VC.
Oh
my God,
I really want 2K right now, but I'm just
I'm not gonna finesse myself. Cause look at it this way: if you play my player mode, it's gonna take you a whole year to get good.
And then
for your player to actually Exactly, it's insane. But if you buy the VC, you could be having fun all year and not just the last month. So I'm good. I'm good on that. That's what people need to be boycotting. People were talking all this stuff about everything else except for what they need to be boycotting, which is 2K. So only way I would understand that is if you only just played like quick play against other teams, then you could play it without spending any money. But if you play the other modes, they're gonna finesse you.
See, my thing is I actually like the my player mode. That's the only mode I like playing.
Same. But I'm not gonna keep. The last one I bought was 2015.
I think I got 16. I think was the last one I got.
I got 16 for free because it was on PSN Plus. I never played it though.
Oh yeah, I gotta be paying attention. I ordered a pizza. Forgot.
Oh, that's what I did too.
That's weird because I ordered a pizza as well.
You're full of shit. It took you too long to say that.
You got it. You got it. You caught me.
Oh man, niggas out here lying on they dicks and shit. My bad.
Wait, so do you actually watch basketball at all, Fred?
Yeah.
Or do you just play it? Oh, word? I didn't even know you was into sports. Well, football.
Yeah, dude.
I thought you was probably somebody that watched football, but not bad.
His name
football.
is Motorhead Fred, bro. Okay, he likes cars. He likes sports, chugging brewskis. He
Man, so are you excited for this NBA season? That's the question.
Do what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I thought, are you excited for this NBA season?
I don't know, man. I gotta see how the Spurs are gonna do. Granted, we didn't have a Kawhi all last year. Now he's just gone.
They got DeMar DeRozan now.
Yeah. Dude, he seems like I felt bad for that dude for real, because he wanted to be a Raptor for life, and like he straight up told them that, and they were like, "Yeah, we want you here for life," and then they shipped him off.
Yeah,
for Kawhi Leonard, who's not even gonna resign. I guarantee he's not gonna resign there.
Most likely not. But I feel like DeMar would fit in good with the Spurs system.
Yeah, dude, he seems like a good player. He's humble. He's talented.
I'm excited to see what the Lakers are gonna do.
Hopefully, they fall on their face.
Damn.
I hope not. But you don't want to see. You don't like LeBron?
I got a problem with LeBron. The Lakers are just like the San Antonio Spurs rival.
True.
Okay.
And the Celtics are going to be fire this year. The East Coast is looking real competitive.
But yeah, now that LeBron's gone.
And because Kawhi's over there, the Celtics are going to be amazing now they got Kyrie back. The Sixers are looking real good, and the Pacers are going to be pretty good too. So,
what's that white dude that's real good on the Celtics too?
Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, there you go. I always forget his name.
He's also back. So, the West Coast is most likely going to be the Warriors again, but I feel like it will be competitive up until that point.
I don't know. We could get lucky. Their bus could get hit by a semi and like 3 of them die.
Yeah, natural disaster.
Or unnatural. I'm just saying, if a trucker wants to do that, I'll give you like $50. I'm just saying,
school shooters. Go ahead, let them know. Put the dog whistle out there, Fred. I hope
they can have an accidental plane crash.
Yep. Oh no, their wing accidentally came off.
Wink, accidental.
Allegedly. All this is alleged. We don't believe none of this.
It was a joke.
It was a joke. Clearly.
But yeah, no, dude. Like Houston and the Spurs are my teams, just because I grew up in Houston, but I've lived in San Antonio off and on my life too.
The thing is, I'm not loyal to any team. I just like different players on different teams.
I do that too. There's players I like from all over the league, but my 2 main teams, like I actually pull for those 2 teams. Same thing with football, Broncos and Texans. Yeah,
so like I'm a LeVar Ball fan, so I want to see the Lakers succeed.
No, you're trolling. You're trolling. Shut the hell up.
Nah, I love LeVar Ball.
No,
he's like the world's best trash talker.
No. No.
He's like
no.
Look,
I like how Fred's like,
Ball,
no, you're trolling, dog, and you still going, bro. He knows you're trolling, dog.
No, I'm not even playing. LeVar Ball is like barbershop talk personified.
No.
It became a person.
The fact that you even worded it like that,
dude,
speaks to me that you're trolling.
I'm not.
That's crazy, bro. That was not you. Nah, you trolling.
Nah,
how am I trolling? LeVar is awesome.
No, dude, he's gonna single-handedly ruin his kid's career.
I mean, it depends on if Lonzo can actually do good in his second year. Because, like, as a rookie, I don't feel like he did that bad. He didn't live up to the hype, but I don't feel like he did bad for a rookie. He averaged, I think, 10, 7, and 7 in his rookie year. That's almost triple double. So I don't know. I feel like the main thing he really needs to improve is his jump shot, and he'll be fine. But,
yeah, I heard he's been working on the shot a lot. I like how this just turned into like sports ball talk.
And he got
that's fine. It's all random shit.
He's improved his body too. Pause.
That's you, man. I'm not into that.
I'm saying he's gotten stronger, so he'll be able to drive lane.
I don't think that was pause worthy.
Right? I was like, what did I miss? I didn't get it.
I had to say pause.
After what I said earlier, nothing. You're good. All right.
Oh, he wasn't here for that.
As I said, the main reason I
like as I was telling the story, so he might not have caught all of that.
But the main reason I like LeVar though, like even though majority of what he says is BS, he's just an entertaining dude to listen to. Like, I don't know. It almost brings like a wrestling aspect, into basketball. The fact, like the way that he talks. And the fact he just overhypes his sons, even though there's no reason for it. It's just funny to me. So
it's just entertaining, huh?
On top of that, I like the Celtics because Kyrie Irving has been my favorite point guard for a long time. I don't know who else do I like. I feel like those are the only two teams that I really care about. On top of that, I'll keep track with the Rockets and all that. There's certain other top players in the league. But
I don't like that we got Melo. That annoys me.
Yeah, Melo is garbage. I don't care. I don't know. He might be able to work to the Rocket system, but Melo just isn't really that guy no more. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about basketball. Season's gonna be lit.
There's a Formula One race tomorrow, also.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Talk to a bunch of black folks, so I don't think we care. Except maybe Game Changer. Hold on, Game Changer. You checking the Formula One race?
What is the Formula One? Right? What does that even mean?
No, I do not follow Formula One. No? Those cars go fast as hell. I do not follow the races. No.
Okay. I do got one more question for y'all though. Did you see that PlayStation announced the PS1 Mini? Yeah. That shit look lit, right? PS2. Do you guys have a good recollection of the PS1? Like, did it touch your heart? No, not for you, Game Changer. No, not for you.
Okay. No.
It was good for me.
Yeah, I feel like PS1 is very. PlayStation 1 is my favorite PlayStation console.
GameCube and the
Fantasy 7 on it, that'd be fucking dope.
I've had almost every single PlayStation.
PS2 was when I really got into PlayStation.
Yeah, I didn't have a PlayStation.
I played the Dreamcast during that time.
That's when I got into Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Soul Calibur. Did you play Power Stone?
Yeah, Power Stone Wars is fucking dope too.
Power Stone was amazing. Capcom needs to just announce Power Stone 3. Just do it. It will work.
I think so. I don't think it would work today.
It would work. Power Stone is awesome. Yes, I feel like it could fit in as one of those Because I don't know, all the party games these days are like Smash Brothers. If they could make Power Stone have its own lane, it could catch on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The game aged pretty well too. It's still pretty fun.
Happening. But I guess the PS1 Mini is supposed to come with like 20 preloaded games. And I was about to ask 20? Y'all, yeah, only 20. But and it's supposed to be, I think it's $100. And I wanted to ask,
it's 100.
I was gonna ask like what games you would want to be on there, like that you played from the PS1. But
Jet Moto 2, Twisted Metal 2,
Mega Man.
Tekken, Final Fantasy 7,
Tekken 3.
That's pretty good. I agree with most of that. I heard just to say Digimon World. I agree with that, but that probably would never happen. Jet Moto was fire. I agree. That shit was fucking. Man, that shit was crazy. What I would put is probably like. What'd you say?
I'm playing. I said
probably Spyro.
I could see, Spyro. I kind of agree with that. Metal Gear Solid 1. That's what I would say.
Never mind, it's Croc, not Croc.
Oh, you talking about Croc the Crocodile?
Yeah.
The Crash games probably, but that just got remastered.
So Spyro.
Yeah. Fred said Spyro. I think I agree with that too. I can't. Oh, do y'all remember that? What the fucking game was that? Tomba or some shit? You played as like a dude with pink hair. You like jumped on pigs and shit.
I never played it, but I know what you're talking about.
I want that. Put that on there.
Or what you could do is you could save $100 and get the emulator on your PC.
I know,
but it's fun having the little mini consoles.
It's a little, it's a collector's thing, man. It's like a.
I'm ready for that PS2 mini for real. And then 10 years from now, we'll get the PS3 mini.
For y'all, like, when they make the other minis, like say N64 mini or something, what would you want on that shit?
Oh man, Zelda, of course. That's one. Never mind. I wouldn't even get that because I already got it on the 3DS. I don't know, man.
What would you put? What from the 64?
Diddy Kong Racing.
Okay.
That's it.
Fred, did you play 64?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Of course, Mario 64. That's like number one.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye would be easy. Perfect Dark also. Dude, those wrestling games we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah, we talked about those. Yeah, they would have to put some of those wrestling games on there. They would have to. That's a given.
Yeah. That's most of what I could ask for.
GameCube mini though.
So the first 3 Mario parties, one of those.
See, I've never been like huge into Mario Party, but I've never really played it a lot, so I can't really say if it's good or bad. It's just I haven't.
They're only good if you got a bunch of people to play with. Like I had a lot of cousins and shit growing up, and they would always come over and shit, spend the night, all that shit. So we always had people to play with. So it was always fun just to like fuck with them and that shit, or like Perp and shit. But Perp fucking sucks at Mario Party. That nigga's annoying playing Mario Party with him. Anyway,
damn.
He don't ever pay attention to shit, man.
Damn.
Yo, what up?
Where does
welcome.
It be his turn.
Scream. What's poppin'?
You want to know the good news? You want to know? You want to know what's up?
What's up, man?
I finally got my Xbox controller back, so I can start playing Dark Souls again.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
How long has it been? Sounds like a long enough time to where I would have just bought another one.
Nah, I'm not spending $60 on it.
Yo, controllers are mad expensive though, for no reason. They do go on sale quite often though, but that's true. What's up, Nick? Welcome to the joint, bro. So did you see the PS1 mini? We was talking about that just now.
The PS what?
The PS1, the mini one. That they
I have not seen.
Shit. Okay.
We need the GameCube mini next show.
You want the GameCube?
That would be good. The GameCube mini.
I'd rather 64 first.
Man, it's a lot.
Right now, bro. Chill. What did you do?
Star Fox Adventure, that's for sure.
Whoa.
Yo, Fred, did you ever play Star Fox Adventure? It's real similar to Zelda games.
It was good. It was solid. I wouldn't compare it to a Zelda game, but see, ooh.
Whoa.
Wait, why don't you think it's like Zelda? That's what a lot of people
Star
say.
Fox Adventure?
Yeah.
It's not it's not a puzzle game. It's you go through levels and you kill things. Like
a lot of people say it's a Zelda clone, though.
No. The Star Fox Adventure is more like a it's just a generic. So this is the thing with Zelda, right? Zelda is a mix of like fighting and puzzles and critical thinking and like going through like maps. Star Fox Adventure is literally you play through a level, you beat it, you move on to the next level. You play through a level, you beat it, you move on to the next level. It's not like the open worldness
there was a good amount of
Zelda.
puzzles in the game, though.
I don't know. Zelda is open world. That's what makes Zelda like what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I don't know. In a way, Star Fox was kind of open world, but it wasn't completely open world.
No,
it's kind of like open world in the way that Tomb Raider kind of feels like it's open world, even though it's not. It was kind of like that.
I guess I'm trying to think of a good like comparison. I guess kind of. I feel like it's more like. Star Fox is more like a Metroid game, where after you beat a level, you can't go back. Not like Metroid Prime. I'm saying like the original Metroid shit.
Like the first Metroid?
Yeah, like Metroid, how you would like backtracking. There was only one path you could go through. But there was only like. So like. I'm trying to. It's hard to explain like what I'm saying. Like Zelda, like, you could go any direction, right? Like you could go to one temple, or you could go to a different temple, or you could go. And yeah, you got to figure out like what person you got to talk to go do something. But there's no order that you have to do it in. Whereas with Star Fox it is level after level after level. Like the levels
is linear.
It's more linear.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that.
But there definitely was more puzzles than you probably remember, though. Because
I feel like it was more
puzzles would involve using the staff, because the staff had the different elements you had to use to do certain things. You had Skippy with you, I think his name was.
Peppy?
Yeah, the frog.
No, never mind. It was this dinosaur. I forget.
Skippy was the name of the frog. Falco, obviously, is Falco.
Yeah, I don't remember who the dinosaur was.
Hoppy, or Hoppers, or Poppy, or something. What's
I think it might have been Hoppy.
I forget the bunny's name.
Peppy. Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
Then the old one had a raccoon. Forget that guy.
Damn, man, I gotta play that one.
The original, like the N64 one, I'm pretty sure had a raccoon.
You sure? I played that one.
Hold on. Sure? I'm just gonna look it up. Was there ever a raccoon in Star Fox?
I don't think so. I think I would know that.
Raccoons. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
I thought there was.
Look, man.
No.
The coon connoisseur himself. Okay. Nah. I would have came across that anyway. If they came out with like a GameCube.
It's a Japanese raccoon dog. It appeared in Star Fox 64. I knew it was in there. I just couldn't remember.
Well, I know what my new profile picture is. Anyway.
And technically it's called, so the Japanese word for that is tanuki.
Oh, it's tanuki, yeah. That's
I didn't know tanuki meant raccoon.
Yeah, that means raccoon. What you think the tanuki suit in Mario was, dog?
I don't know why it was called tanuki suit. I knew it was a raccoon. I just didn't know that tanuki was Japanese for raccoon.
But it's a tanuki suit, and it's a raccoon.
It could have just been the name. I don't know.
You left?
Yeah.
Who left?
You asshole, man. We talked about all this shit. We just
I literally said I gotta go. Be back.
Oh. Oh yeah. Okay.
We missed that part.
Oh yeah, I knew there was a raccoon in fucking Star Fox.
Got it.
I ordered food. I have to get my food, my nigga. I'm hungry.
Oh, okay. My bad. Let me fall back. You got me, Nick. I didn't.
In my defense, he wasn't someone you could play as or helped you. He was like one of the commander people who like told you shit.
Oh, okay. I feel it. But if a GameCube or N64 Mini, what games would you want on that shit?
GameCube or N64 Mini, or both combined?
Either one.
No.
So N64 Mini would have to have Diddy Kong Racing.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Yeah.
No. Donkey Kong 64
Gex.
is trash.
I'm talking some Gex action.
Smash.
Well, Smash.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Smash, Mario Party, and Mario Kart. I feel like
those are givens, right?
Those are givens. Well, not only are they givens, but it's like they should. I feel like they transcend that console though. Like there's already emulators and shit for all those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm buying a fucking Mini for a reason.
I guess. I don't know.
Because it matches your penis. I mean, Donald Trump's
The other
penis.
thing is with the Mini, so you're getting this Mini, right? Like, what is the... How are you going to connect with other people? Like, are you going to be able to play online for Mario Party or Smash? Like
no, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring it and play with the squad, of course.
Yeah, like, because the NES Classic or whatever it's called, right? It's just that. It's just the emulator that plays ROMs, right? So... basically, that's all it is. Yeah, I don't think there's any online or nothing like that. We're saying theoretically, if they dropped it, which games would you want to see on it? Just bullshit like favorite N64 games, whatever, you know?
Yeah. GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yes.
We said that.
I'm trying to think.
He wasn't here. You don't have to tell him that. Just let him say his shit, man.
Hold on, you know what? Let me go look over my bin of N64 games. I'll be right back.
There you go. I want Conker's Bad Fur Day, like really bad. Like I feel like they killed that game. They ported it to the Xbox, they up-resed it, and they censored the game more than the N64 version. What the fuck is that? How do you censor the game more when like how is this? I don't get it. Like how was this like allowed back then on a fucking children's console and it's not now on an Xbox? That shit it didn't make sense to me. I didn't like that port. I like the original game. And if they put that on there, I think that would be fire. A way to play that like in modern, because you can emulate it, but like whenever I played it on the emulator, like it kind of had some like
BRB,
some like artifacts and shit. Like it wasn't, I don't know, it was fucked up. Like it didn't look clean the whole time. You know, it would be nice to be able to play something like that. And Pokemon Stadium, I need that. That would be lit on there.
Did you ever play Pokemon Coliseum or Gale of Darkness?
Yes, they are trash.
Facts.
I say that as I'm a huge Pokemon fan. I played them when they came out, but do not like.
Yeah, I don't even know where they went wrong with it.
I know what it is.
Alrighty, you all still there?
Yeah,
so here's my list. Besides all three Mario parties, Mario Kart, Smash Bros, Mario 64.
Okay.
You also have Kirby and the Crystal Stars.
No, you know what? That Kirby, I
Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the first one, like the original blue Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That's definitely got to be on there. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. What were the other ones I just looked at?
Yeah.
I agree with the Kirby Crystal Shards. That's like my favorite Kirby game. The fact that you could combine the powers and shit. Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. That shit was hard as hell. It was one power, the green power and the brown power. If you combined them, it turns you into
Kirby's
like
a
this
piece of shit.
Hold on. Pause, sir. It turns you into this like bird, like this Flappy Bird almost thing, and you could just breeze through that game just by running into things. Like everything that touched you died, and you had so much mobility. It was broken as fuck. I love.
You're talking about the green electric nigga with like the Super Saiyan looking hair.
No. It was green and brown, bro. And like when you press the button, like the attack button, it transforms you into like either a rock or like there was like a fat bird you could be, or like it transforms you into some kind of animal that was like shaped like a rock, and pretty much anything that touched you just died. And
also,
it was amazing. You gotta play it if you or use that.
Army Men, Sarge's Heroes, solid game.
Yeah, those Army Men games were pretty lit.
Yeah.
Up until like eventually they got like really stupid though.
Yeah, I've never played them.
Just because you don't do RTSs.
Solid. No, it wasn't an RTS. This was a first-person shooter.
Oh,
that
was the one that was not good in my.
Oh, I loved it. The RTSs didn't come till GameCube.
Was it?
I don't know. N64.
Okay. I walked away. I wasn't sure what we were talking about when I came back. I just heard Kirby and I started talking shit about him because he's stupid and pink.
Man, Kirby is lit. Don't disrespect my fam, bro. Right. Justice, what 64 games would you want? Just-O-Matic, are you there?
I feel like I didn't play the 64 that much. I really don't have much of a memory of the 64, honestly.
That's too young.
I'll tell you what I'm really disappointed with for the Super Nintendo Mini or whatever, the one that they made. I was really disappointed that they didn't have Super Ghouls and Ghost.
Yeah, that would have been lit.
Yeah.
Super disappointed.
That's a pretty iconic game, yeah.
That's the one game that I still play my Super Nintendo for. And they didn't fucking have it.
But can you mod those too? I know the NES minis got hacked or whatever. You can mod those too. Well, then you can put it there, I guess.
Yeah.
It's pretty... It's a lot of Super Nintendo games, though, that, like...
Yeah.
It's too many to choose from, bro. I would just want, like, Chrono Trigger. Shit like that. That was dope.
I've still been trying to expand my Super Nintendo library. Like, whenever I go to, like, old gaming shops and shit, I always try and buy shit I don't have.
I wish I still had all my old Super Nintendo shit. That would be lit.
I want them to come out with a TurboGrafx 16 mini. That'd be dope.
I never played that. That'd be cool.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is either.
I've seen some of the games from it. It's a lot of shooters and stuff on there.
Bonk's Adventure. There's also I can't remember the name. You were like this like little short, squat, fat robot thing, and it was kind of Castlevania-ish in the sense that you would get power-ups for your sword, and it would just make your sword so much fucking longer.
Okay.
It's like whack, whack, whack. It's fucking great. Just beating shit down with a blue laser sword.
That's another game fun. I didn't actually play Castlevania, I don't think, except for the Game Boy Advance at the Game.
Circle of Moon? Circle
of
Moon was lit. That shit was fire. Yeah, I hope I'm cool with all like the minis and stuff and like them porting older games. That's what I want to see. Like I want to see them put like Game Boy Advance games on the Switch and shit like that.
You guys ever played the original Metal Gear on Nintendo?
Nope.
No.
Dude, shit. Like, so I was obviously
Game Boy
fucking
game, right?
No, it was NES.
NES game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit was so hard. I didn't understand what the fuck I was supposed to do because I was too young.
Dude, all those games were fucking hard as shit.
Yeah, facts. NES.
But this is one where like I never got past the beginning because I was like too young when the first time I played it, and I didn't know what the fuck I was supposed to be doing, and so I just gave up and I never played it again.
Dude, it's the same thing with Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Do you know how many people never made it past the first world or the first level, and then to even counter that, then the people that do go through and they beat the entire game, then to get to the end of it and find out you got to go through the entire thing again? It's like, what the fuck? How do you expect people to do this without having a save?
Ooh, you know, it'd be fun. Bionic Commando. I don't know if you guys ever played Bionic Commando on the NES. That was great too.
Yeah, all those NES games do have like a strong difficulty curve.
Yeah.
It's a little before my time, man. That shit's hard as hell.
The original Killer Instinct, man. Hell
See,
yeah.
I never liked Killer Instinct.
I liked it better than
Blasphemy.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I like Killer Instinct better.
Mortal
than
Kombat 1 and 2.
I played both, but
I liked Killer Instinct more.
Same.
Doom, the original Doom.
Yeah, I had that. Hex. I don't know if you played Hex. That was also id. Duke Nukem 3D.
Duke Nukem was fire though. The PS1 versions were pretty good. Thought they were pretty cool. They were edgy for the time.
What are y'all even playing right now?
I'm playing Pathfinder Kingmaker.
Civ.
asked. I didn't ask you. You're always playing Civ.
I just don't
actually, Bertucci, I've been playing WoW.
Get him.
So why don't you let me know?
Really? Wait, you've been playing WoW?
Level 8 in WoW right now. Fuck
did you actually buy game time?
No. I'm getting to level. I'm gonna get to level 20 and see how I'm feeling. You know.
Dude, that doesn't even matter then. You can get to level 20 in like half an hour of playing.
That was just
he doesn't have heirlooms, homie.
Even without heirlooms, you can still do it in like an hour and a half of playing.
Just let me be, all right?
Let him live his best life, man. Come on, man.
All right, that's what I'm
trying
saying.
to branch out, man. He trying.
Yeah, you can just say.
I'm going back and forth with y'all niggas.
Oh shit!
I uninstalled.
I got that reference, Black.
What I'm even more disappointed in is the fact that he's been playing WoW and he didn't even fucking text me or tell me that he's playing WoW, a game that he knows that I play.
It's on my server too. Right, you're on my server, Terracar.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah,
I would have to create a new one.
That's
Alliance or Horde?
Horde.
Okay, thank God. Thank God.
I'm not Horde.
At least you're doing something right.
What? You're not Horde? Why did you?
Wait,
I'll
what?
be Horde though. I know.
Wait, what the fuck do you mean you're not Horde? Get the fuck out of here. You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm leaving just to...
Damn.
Everything in Horde is so ugly, bro. I'm gay. They gotta look pretty for me.
Damn. This man really left though.
Pause.
I don't know if he... Alright, well, there's that. Any other GameCube games we want on this mini?
GameCube?
Can we talk about like
Need for Speed Underground 2.
Yes. The Call of Duty. Yes. I played it.
I feel like we've been going on for too long.
I don't care. They can fast forward or stop watching or whatever the fuck. If you're still watching right now, cool. You're awesome.
Yeah. I wanted to ask if it was still going, but I didn't want to be that guy.
It's at the 2 hour mark. We pretty much done with.
It's a Joe Rogan podcast. We good.
Yeah, we pretty much over with. I just wanted to ask that last question, but I mean, Nick already rage quit and killed it, so we might as well go ahead and wrap it up. Let's get them outros, man.
Next.
Why are you gonna wrap it up? That's not how you propagate the world with your loin fruit.
Okay.
You really want my shitty little coons running around in the world?
What the fuck? No.
Don't think so.
No. I don't.
Yeah, that's like no kids gang. We out here.
Fuck that
No
shit.
kids.
Out here ending generations and shit.
Wrap it up.
I'm saying if I
there you go. Wrap it up.
I wouldn't be able
Wrap
to have
up generations
or motorcycles.
I mean, right? You can't play video games. So you got a baby crying in the background.
Yeah, you do. You just put a sock in its mouth and then duct tape it.
See, that's why you don't need to have kids, Fred.
All right.
Just-O-Matic, Twitter, everything.
Facts.
Moto Fred on Twitch, and yeah.
Cool.
Although I didn't even broadcast on Twitch today.
Okay. You did yesterday though, right? You did some shit yesterday. Check that shit out. Game Changer. Where can we find you, sir?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at, of course, Game Changer 010.
Facts.
The one, the only.
Facts. Okay.
Someone text.
Good shit.
Yep.
Of course. I'm stiff coon, nigga. We gone, nigga. We gone. We out.
Damn, so you just gonna step over my outro.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Damn.
I was like, he's forgetting.
Damn,
I thought you was saving the best for last for a second.
Shit.
But,
shit, man. You was quiet for a minute, man. You forgettable. My bad. No, go ahead. Plug your shit, man. We know you got terminated recently, so my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, y'all can't find me nowhere, but yeah, it's your boy Blacksmith. I'm out.
Coming soon. Don't fret.
Yeah, coming soon. You might be back.
Bertucci, plug your shit, man. What's your Twitch?
My Twitch?
Yes.
It's
the real Nick Offerman.
I mean, I'm not streaming right now, but
who cares? We are.
We didn't ask all that. You asking too many questions, right?
It's plug.
All right, too late.
Shameless plugging.